This is One More Game, a video game book club where we play at your pace and break down big and small games into digestible chunks so you can stay caught up. Unlike me, I got a little bit behind, but hey, that's what we're doing tonight. Bite size. It's a little bite size one tonight. But we want you to be a part of the conversation too. And I really also wanted to be a part of the conversation. That's why we're late. So apologies there. But you can join us every Monday night here right now. Normally about 30 minutes sooner, but hey, life is strange. Am I right? Am I right? This is twitch.tv/JK Games Podcast. And tonight, if you could have guessed it, we are talking about Life is Strange Reunion. Look at us. We're also reuniting to talk about Life is Strange. Who'd have thunk that we've probably done this like 5 or 6 times? I've lost count how many times I've talked to Kayla, Josh, rotating in and out, and like other various voices that's been on JK Games to talk about Life is Strange. It's wild. And this is the last game. Chloe and Max, they're reuniting. Will they also get broken apart again? Hopefully not. I want a fan servicey game. But before we dive into Life is Strange Reunion, I want to know, Kayla, how you doing?
I'm doing swell. That was a beautiful intro, Jerica. Wow. Can I just say?
Anytime. That's really without any script or any notes. So I'm like, well, that wasn't too shabby. Maybe I should do that more.
I think you should. Like,
and then I just wanted to whisper because I like to whisper into the mic.
ASMR.
How are you doing, Josh?
That was
ASMR.
How are you doing?
I'm doing
I
good.
don't like it.
That picks up. You know, like,
Doing
yeah,
well.
yeah. My mic
You made
actually
me
might cut that out. I don't know.
You made me a little emotional, Jerica, thinking about that. This I didn't even really like think about that, which, yeah, it's we've been told that it's the last time that we're going to have Max and Chloe together. Yeah. I don't know. I'm curious if you guys think it'll be the last time we ever see both of them.
I don't know, because like they've said a lot of things in this entire storyline for Max and Chloe. So I don't think anything's ever final. But this, maybe it is time. I don't know if I want more story after whatever happens here in this video game. I don't know.
Yeah. I could agree with that. For sure.
I feel like after Deck 9 took it over and they were kind of trying to do other things, you know, they did True Colors. And I feel like every game they do, everyone's like, but yeah, where's Max and Chloe? Where's Max and Chloe? And then they probably had some pressure to put Max back in Double Exposure, but then everyone got mad about how they handled the Chloe thing. So I feel like this is try to be like, okay, guys, like let's just wrap it up with like, this is what
wrap
you
it
want.
up and make them happy.
Make them happy.
Make them happy.
Let's go.
I know fans want to keep seeing more, but yeah, what do you do past this? At least for now, I would like to see something different. Again, like, you know, True Colors, I liked. I'd like to just be creative, do something else.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get into it with y'all because I have a lot of expectations on this, and I'm a little nervous right now. That's all I'll say. I'm a little nervous. Kayla, did you have something to add?
I was just going to say that if you are listening and you haven't listened to our full like Life is Strange 101 episode, then you should definitely go listen to that because it was really fun. And the three of us broke down like every single Life is Strange game. And I can't remember. Did we keep it? We did spoilers, didn't we? I think. Or slight spoilers.
I think we talked about
I think we
games.
did. So like if you need a recap, which by the way, though, this game did a great recap. I'm not trying to get ahead of ourselves, but
it did.
I think it did a pretty good recap.
I don't know if it's just because it hasn't like this literally, we played this last year, right? Like, well, I feel like a few months ago.
Yeah.
Right before that episode, right before the announcement of this game, because I was
that was me too. I think, yeah. So like, we talked about it, right?
Yep.
We covered it on the show, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's blurred.
Right.
Am I in a double exposure timeline? I don't know. Anyways.
Well, should I go ahead and just run through some quick housekeeping before we start?
Yes. What's in the house?
What's in the house?
What he's
Corey
keeping?
In the house. Wait, I think he's canceled. Is he canceled?
Who is it?
I don't know.
Who?
Corey in the house. the like Raven.
I cannot remember.
That's
who
a
that
Raven.
is.
It's like Disney Channel.
Oh yeah.
No.
I don't know.
That's
you could have said that. I've been like, I don't know.
We could better yet, let's do Bear in the Big Blue House.
Yeah.
I think that's better.
Wow, I haven't thought about that
Yeah.
guy in a long
That's a good
time.
one.
Oh,
The little mouse.
so
Yep.
long, farewell to you, my friend. Anyways,
You know, all I have stuck in my head because Jericho said everything was so blurry. So everything's so blur. You know, it's all,
let's get the ska
Let's
going.
make
Everybody got
another
the ska.
ska
Let's make a
clip.
ska one.
It did
Tonight,
pretty
can it
well.
happen?
We should bring
We'll
it
see.
back.
I think I had to take it off of
Um,
one of them because it got flagged for the music or something.
Is that why our TikTok account's messed up?
No, that
Probably
one-
so. I'm
No, I
just
took
kidding.
it off. No.
Not that it's
Oh,
messed
Sir
up. it's
Dr.
just something's
Jam.
weird.
Welcome. And also, yes, hello. Very poppin', lovely chat this evening. Even in the pre-show, we got Coal Mines. We've got Trav Man Man.
Ooh.
We've got Nancy. We've got Viram Dex. We've got Sir Dr. Jam. We've got Coal Mines. Be like them and join us every Monday evening on twitch.tv/JK Games Podcast, where you can be live and hear as we discuss Life is Strange Reunion. We haven't quite settled on how many episodes we were going to do. We think probably 3 based on the
so.
length of the game.
I mean,
but
we've heard
today,
it from a source.
a source. A
Jake
source.
Twitchin.
Mr.
Recommended.
Jake Twitchin.
Potentially.
You may see.
Yeah.
Just to
You
say.
might. You might.
But before we get too far in, a little bit of housekeeping. This week, you guys are here, you know what's up. But in case you're listening for the first time, we are a part of a network of shows and gamers called Drop In Drop Out Pod. And you can find us dropindropoutpod.com, which Jerica's done some lovely work on the website. It looks phenomenal. And Audrey as well. And you can check out that website. You can also go to jkgamespodcast.com where you can find our merch. On both sites, we have merch. I'm wearing the Backlog of Doom shirt, which is my favorite shirt.
Woo!
Love this shirt.
I gotta get that in light gray. I keep saying that every time you wear it. I'm like, I should have gotten that in like the charcoal color,
gray is
not
nice.
black. It looks so much better.
I love the gray. But yeah, you can find that and our Dido merch as well on Tuesday. So tomorrow, if you're listening live, you can catch Spotlight Games going over news, probably, unfortunately, some layoffs to discuss, maybe some fun things to discuss. Who's to say? And then on Thursday, you can find hopefully a lot of us covering. We're doing a Super Mario Galaxy movie review, which is very exciting. And worst case, if Josh is not able to join us on Thursday, we will talk. We have to get your thoughts next week. Either way, you are the Mario guy.
Yeah.
Either way, you'll hear Josh's thoughts on it as the professional Mario person. And we're seeing it together, which is very exciting. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else to discuss. Very excited to dive into Life is Strange. And I can, if we want to, maybe we should talk about where we're at collectively, and then I can talk about the choices at the beginning that we kind of set the scene with, because I'm curious if we're playing differently. But
For
Yeah.
people tuning in on this first episode, we're not really going to go that far really into spoilers just because we're at the beginning of the game. So it's pretty much, if you watched like that kind of direct they had that kind of explained the game, it's basically like all the intro stuff. So
yeah, pretty much. But Jerica, since you are the most fresh off, how far did you get? Where are you at?
I got to where, because you're introduced to Chloe like right at the beginning, like reintroduced to her, seeing where she's at. But then I got right up until, there's some things going down that Max is trying to stop, prevent some deadly fires, of course.
Of course.
So
it's
I
always a
played
fire.
through that. Always a fire that Max has
It's
got to put
always-
out. It's so. We'll get to it in a minute, but
Okay.
Chloe, just got back to Chloe, and she's arrived at the bar just as Max left. I'm like, how did you not recognize her truck? But maybe there was like a time, like a fast forward.
it
there,
almost looked
and-
like a comedic, like it looked like a
I'm just
piece of
like,
comedy
really?
kind of.
Did you not notice that? But there's a few moments in this game so far. I'm like,
I agree.
I feel like I'll go and jump in for later. Like, I don't feel rushed. The game feels rushed.
I
It feels
agree.
a little rushed.
I agree.
Yeah.
I have
Rushed,
so many
which
things to
was-
say about that.
Yeah. So let's hang on to it because I'm curious about that. Very
That's
curious.
a topic.
I have some reasons like why,
Oh, me too.
but I am currently got back in the shoes of Chloe, and I can tell you this. So every time I get to see Chloe on screen again. I just get so hyped up. Just
Me
seeing
too.
Chloe kick open a truck door, kicking open doors to the bar, being an
Ah,
asshole to other assholes. Like, Chloe's great. I'm so glad this character's back.
me too.
Really
Max,
brings
too
the
timid
energy
for
back.
me. Get
Yeah.
Chloe in
it brings
here.
there's a dynamic that you just want from Max, but without Max is Max, and without Chloe, it's just like a little bit of a one-sided type of like story, or at least a mood. But with
I
Chloe,
agree.
it's sort of like could go in both directions here. But seems like she's grown up a little bit. I'm interested how it
What were you
goes.
gonna say, Josh?
Oh, no, I think that's the same thing. Like I feel like
Yeah.
it really like I feel like it did a good job so far of capturing her essence. She really does feel like there's a continuity. Max, it's kind of hard to say because from the other games, how she acts versus how she acts now is a little different. But I do feel like Chloe, it does feel like it's the same person, and you can see that she's been through more experience. So I think they at least the one really good thing I could say is yeah, the Chloe parts so far in the beginning seem really good.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm excited to see like how she's grown. I'm like, oh wow, she actually sounds like a mature, like an adult, like actually in her 30s or just
Yeah.
turning 30. I don't know how old they are.
Yeah, I don't actually know either.
Probably around
'Cause
there.
we know that it's 9 months after the Sophie stuff because they do
Okay.
say that.
Yeah.
So
I'll look that up real
and
quick.
and so I don't know exactly how old they are. They had to have like Max has graduated college,
About to be
right?
professor, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah, yeah. But do you want me to? Oh wait, I've only, and I think
Oh
Josh is in
yeah.
the same place as me. I'm only like slightly past Jericho, like literally maybe like 10, 15 minutes.
Phew. Thank God.
Like
I feel
not
better
much at
now
all.
because like I was
She was
not
scooting.
playing as much as I should, and then things happened today, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna run out of time to play. But
I
I
felt
got
the
just
same way
enough.
because I stayed up super late because the night it launched I just played like like a couple minutes and then
Yeah.
last night was my only time. I didn't have time today, so I stayed up really late trying to get to at least where we got to. So
Oh, we
Yeah.
did good, y'all. We did
and then
good.
I was like, oh, I'm too tired. I
Oh!
want to save like the cool stuff like right there, like for when
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
more
Because I think
ready.
we're on the preface of like some really cool stuff that I can't wait to talk about next week. Coal Mines, I know you were playing it. Track My Man, I can't remember if you're actually playing it. Track My Man said, I am curious if there's still chapters to take a break at like the previous episodic games. Let's hold that thought because I am curious too. And I really hope there's something, but I
I
don't think there is.
know.
Doesn't seem
I don't
like it.
know. Coal Mine said it feels rushed, but I can't get enough of it. I do agree
Oh,
also.
that's exciting. Okay.
Yeah. But let us know if you're playing, how far you are in. And of course, one thing I didn't mention in in my housekeeping that I totally forgot is you should join our Discord. If you're here, if you're listening, if you're playing, join the Discord. We have a specific section that we can link and I'll put in the chat, or if somebody can put in the chat, you can link like the specific forum. And you should pop in and let us know where you're at. Because the whole goal, like especially with new games like this, we're kind of all playing together. Do be careful of spoilers. Like do the little spoiler tags in Discord if you like you're really far and like because it just launched, like on Friday. We recognize it's still really early in the experience, which is why I'm happy. Like this first episode, we're not covering a ton of stuff that's unknown. But do you guys want me to kind of go over the choices that you make pre-starting the game?
Yes,
Would
because
that be
that's what I
helpful?
was just like. I answered those really quickly because I was like rushing to get the game going. I was like, oh, please. But yeah,
Yeah.
of course, of course, of course.
Okay, cool. So like I said, it does give a really good recap in the beginning. I think that like we're pretty fresh on the games. I would say, especially covering like doing that whole one-on-one episode. I felt pretty fresh on like most of the ideas and everything beforehand, but it was really cool to have that recap. It is really funny though because it's such bad quality, like the recap is. Like, did you guys feel that way? Like I felt like
Because it was like PS3 graphics or whatever of
yeah,
the first game,
it was like really old. Um Dan Good Show said, I'm not planning on picking this one up, so I'm here for the vibes. I love
Hell
that.
yeah.
Welcome in,
Play through
Dan.
our eyes and hands and fingertips, please. Thank you.
Oh, look at Blaster Goblins here, Jerica.
Oh, God.
Blaster Goblin said, join the Discord
Why?
where I'll be posting the in-story spoilers in every channel tonight at 10 p.m. CST.
Blaster Goblin. quit being this way, or I'm gonna have to come over there.
She's gonna send more Irish Spring to your house. Your
Yeah,
doorstep.
still not me. Not me. But God, it looked like it could have been me. But it wasn't me. Or was it? We'll never know.
If you're unfamiliar, Blaster Goblin is Jerica's mortal enemy.
Yeah.
um Anyways, so a couple of the early choices. So you get your recap, and then they present you with these very cute stylized Polaroids where you make the following choices. The first one is you can choose to either and I'm assuming because in the past the game choices would translate into the next game. Sometimes I think if I remember correctly, you would have to say, did you choose Bay or Bay at the beginning of the game?
Yep.
But
Even
it
in
like kind
Life
of
is
like
Strange
carried
2,
over.
even though they're not even in it, you still pick that. You
Yeah.
have to choose that. Yeah.
So I was surprised this one had like a bunch. So I'm so curious how like each individual pre-choice that you make affects your gameplay. But you get the choice of either having had romanced Amanda or not, or being friends with Amanda. Because in the previous game, Double Exposure, you are presented with Amanda, the bartender, and you kind of get like, do you cop a vibe or do you not? And I tried to stay true to what I did pick
Me
in
too.
Exposure. I maybe tweaked like one or two things.
I kind of
but
regretted this specific choice because I did pick that. What happened? I didn't. You kind of try to date actually in the first one, no matter what, or in Double Exposure.
Yeah.
But it can kind of go either way, and mine didn't really turn out. However, I didn't really actively try to sabotage it. It just didn't really turn out. So that's what I picked. But then after, I really was kind of thinking like, man, maybe that's the one I would have flipped and lied about, because I think that would have been maybe more interesting with like the dynamic with Chloe maybe.
Oh, I like
It
yeah.
was like,
I think that's a
uh-oh.
really good
Like, because
point.
I don't know if Amanda, if you'd still be dating when you start this or not, or like if
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
So
That's a good
I think I
point.
regretted that choice, but
I mean, how
Yeah.
I'll
far
have to look
along?
it up
How?
later.
I mean,
Oh, you're
can you
right.
go
Oh,
back in time?
well, I could talk about this real quick. Well, maybe we
Yeah.
should save it. Well,
Okay.
I don't know if we're talking about. Well, I had some technical problems.
Yeah,
I don't
you
think
can
this
talk
game's
about it.
optimized on PC.
It's not
Ooh.
optimized for PC.
I don't think it's optimized well. I think they're gonna have to patch it.
It's not optimized well for PS5. I
no,
mean, it's
'cause I was-
running, but
I was
there's some
thinking
weird
about getting
stuff.
on PS5 and starting over because
I mean, it's not. Well, what kind of issues are you having?
I started having graphical glitches. Sometimes where like people's textures just go like boom, like crazy, like explode
Yeah.
and stuff. And then it scared me actually. My computer, it's liquid cooled, but it usually like I don't really tax it usually. And the pump just like went like turbo mode all of a sudden. I was like, it made a noise. And then I opened Task Manager and it was like 99% CPU, 99% GPU. It was like eating my whole system up. And I was running Resident Evil 9 with ray tracing and stuff. It was fine. So
Very strange.
crazy.
Life is
Not
strange,
having-
you know?
Yeah.
I feel like from the PS5
only do that once an
standpoint, there
episode.
are some weird graphical things, but it's not like game breaking or like it's immersive. It's not breaking my immersion either to some extent, but like there are some weird like facial things that
for
are
sure. Some of
happening that I'm like, I don't remember this in Double Exposure.
Coleman says I do have some pop-ins on PS5, nothing major, no chugging. Yeah. So I had to lower my resolution. I had to lower all the graphic settings. Now it doesn't look great. So
Looks
I'm
like like Life is
yeah,
Strange.
now it looks like
Retro.
retro mode. That's why I'm playing in retro mode. So I don't know. It was just kind of a weird
Have you had issues, Kayla?
thing.
I did in the very beginning, like, which is crazy too.
And she's like a 50 something.
50,
card.
50, 60.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, girl.
Something.
Yeah.
I think, but it still was a little weird at first. Like I definitely could notice like and I don't really know how to describe technical issues. I think I had some screen tearing a little bit, which is
Oh, yeah.
interesting.
Mm.
Yeah,
But
but
you
it
probably should
almost
turn
like,
on your vertical sync anyway.
okay, I'll do that.
Yeah,
It ended up being fine though. Like I really only had issues for the first maybe like 20 minutes or so. And then it almost seemed to like level out a bit. But I feel like this game looks pretty good. And I will say I don't have like high fidelity standards really. Like I don't know. It
This
looks good.
game looks worse than Double Exposure.
Ooh.
It does
think
not.
that's
There's
correct.
something weird happening with
there's-
facial animations, and I don't know if it's how they're loading, but I'm like, I'm not even claiming that like they're using AI or something, but something's weird about the faces. It's so creepy at times. Like I'm having some weird
Oh.
I don't know
creepy
this for
eyes.
sure. This is a theory,
It's like,
but as I was playing, I did get the sense, like we talked about this, it does feel a little maybe rushed. Maybe something happened in development because it feels like Max facial animation's okay, Chloe's kind of
yeah,
okay.
they're fine.
Once you get to the other characters, it starts falling apart. Like maybe they
I would
like
agree with
meant
that.
to get to those and didn't have time. Some of the scenes, even like one of the first scenes with Max where she's driving, it looked like not good. Like the trees and the road and the
Yeah,
textures and
real
everything. I was like,
weird.
I don't know, something's weird. The lighting looks good, but the engine itself like seems okay, but maybe some finer
Some
details.
uncanny valley
Yeah.
situations.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what Trap Man
Happening.
just said. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Which this
I would
game again, which we just mentioned, the Life is Strange 1, and it kind of looks janky anyway. Like, so it's not a requirement, but
What were you gonna say, Caleb?
Well, I don't know. I was just gonna the
Okay.
next choice.
Yeah, what are
I
the
agree.
oh
rest
yeah, we
of
were talking about
them?
Amanda.
No,
was
no,
like,
no,
wait.
no. I think that was totally fine to do that here because I think like there are definitely some issues, and I feel that way about a specific character that we'll talk about in a minute.
Oh, I think.
Yeah. So the second choice is like the big one, I think. I don't know if this is like actually in order, but you have to choose whether Chloe died in Arcadia Bay or whether Chloe survived in Arcadia Bay. Oh wait, did we all choose Amanda friends with Amanda?
Oh,
Did
yeah,
anybody
yeah.
romance Amanda?
Yeah.
Nope.
I did friends.
No, I was gonna
Friends, 'cause that's
stick
what
to
happened
that
in my game.
anyways because I feel like Max, if I feel like Max maybe might just won't be romantically involved anymore for the
Yeah.
rest of her life. Maybe I don't know. I'm like unless it's
Yeah.
Chloe because there was. I mean, you don't go back in time, save a life, go through what they do without having trouble with romance and being a little messed up after. So,
Yeah.
I was like, there's no one else right now for
I-
Max.
I forget that Coal Mines is a Chloe hater. That's right.
Oh no, I sort of
Yeah.
remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for you to finish this game because I feel like this game's gonna be so fan servicey, but maybe not. I
Yeah,
don't
maybe
know.
not to you, Coal Mines. So yeah, I chose, so that was Amanda, and he chose Romance Amanda. Interesting. I feel like I remember that from Double Exposure, but I
Amanda's
chose
cool.
that
Amanda's cool though.
I
She's
do
cool.
like
I like her.
Amanda
I like her a lot.
because she didn't get offended like when you kind of
I might
not
re-roll this
rejected
and,
her.
and change some of these.
Just
You know, see what
re-roll.
happens.
Okay.
I'll take
Just
her.
because
We'll see.
it sounds like so far we're having
for
very
science.
similar ones. Yeah. For science, for the pod. do
Well,
it for
I
the
knew
pod.
we've talked about this before in the last. I knew we all chose Arcadia Bay to destroy. So
Yeah, I did choose Chloe survived. Well, technically, remember, I think I did do like a antagonist play one time. One
Mhm.
time I chose like Arcadia Bay over Chloe, but I did not this time. I did do Chloe survived, which I am curious because remember when we talked about the this when we saw the trailer and we did like kind of like discussed our predictions a little bit, it almost seems like this game is made for the opposite though, because in the trailer it talked about like Chloe and Max reunite and like they're like, oh, like how are you here, how are you alive, like that type of thing. But maybe I might be getting ahead of it a little bit because I'm not to that part in the game yet, but I am curious if we get a vibe after what this was made more for. Does that make sense? Like what
Yeah,
what
no,
is
I'm
canon?
curious, like, because it
Yeah.
could go either way, and just like from what we've seen of this game, I feel like it is to try to amend. Because, like,
Mhm.
Double Exposure got a lot of grief from fans because of the love interests that Max could have. Which, as
Yeah.
a player, I feel like more choice the better. But I
Yeah.
guess from the standpoint of like Max's character, right, and like staying true
What
to
feels
like
right.
what feels right for this character, there were some choices which. If you're gonna pick Vin to romance, I'm just like, did y'all? I was like, I don't know, Vin. I don't know if I'm Vin's type. If you know what I'm saying.
I
Just saying.
absolutely did not.
Not
He was so
my
annoying to
gaydar's
me
a
in the
little
other
rusty.
game. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I thought
Also,
that too.
the bisexual spectrum, I understand.
Sure, yeah.
But I was like, I don't think I'm just gonna walk up to a bar and start talking to Vin over there. Vince, whatever his name is.
Vin, it's Vin.
Then
I don't think he's gonna dig what he sees here. If you know what
I
I'm
would-
saying.
I know.
I would
So
agree.
very strange.
I thought the same thing when I played through it recently. I was like, wait, what? I didn't even know he was a romance
I
option
need
until
to
the
see
end.
that option.
Because I
need to
never
see
even
those
tried.
scenes.
And then at the end, it's like, I was like, what?
It's giving the straight agenda, you know?
Yeah,
It's the straight
yeah.
agenda.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like, they're trying to
Yeah.
force it, which
Don't
is
force
unfortunate.
that.
Don't force it.
Yeah.
Vin's
Uno
like, "Don't
reverse
force
card
it." Okay. I used to be the president of Braxis, but not anymore. I'm just like, you know. Every time I played, Audrey's like, "You could romance that guy." I'm like, "Yeah,
Uh-oh.
you could."
If the lesbians
Oh
are
my
questioning
God.
this, I just feel
The
like
lesbians are
they got
questioning
it
it.
wrong, maybe.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Well, speaking of the agenda, you can choose to. So yes, you can choose to either have saved Chloe, or Chloe survived in all of ours, right? That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Unless I re-roll,
then you
maybe
can-
I'll just do opposite just to be
then
fun
you
for the podcast.
I could see you doing 2 playthroughs, one on PlayStation, one on PC.
Aw.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm
One
just-
with my
Ooh.
keyboard and mouse
Ooh.
on one monitor and then
God.
the controller, and I just switch between them.
I need to see it. That's content,
Right.
Josh.
that is content.
Okay.
And then you can choose, obviously, to have romanced or
That's good,
not
yeah.
romanced Chloe. So she's alive or she's dead, and you either romanced her or didn't romance her. I chose romance Chloe, of course. Of course. What did you guys choose?
Romance, yeah.
Of course. Of course.
Yes. Oh, I'm trying to remember. No, yeah, I did. Yeah.
You
Okay.
know, brings me to this question though. When I booted this up, I'm like, man, I know they talked about this like in the direct for this game, but like if Chloe's dead in your playthrough, like is it the double exposure timelines is what brings her back? Like in this
Yeah,
game, I just
I
wonder
think
how
no
the
matter-
characters introduced the same way.
Yeah. Because it's like it's switched. Whatever you pick, it's like you either think she's already dead or you think that, you're seeing her again or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they showed us in the direct. Coal Mines did say the plot feels very natural with the Arcadia Bay ending, like saving Arcadia
I
Bay.
do think
Um,
thinking she was dead might be more interesting initially, maybe. I don't know how it plays out
I do
later,
think that's
though.
what it's meant for, to be honest. Which I mean,
Huh.
I don't
'cause-
know. I don't know.
I mean, that's the repercussions of Safi and Max's evolved ability is the fact that now you can even bring people back from the dead by pulling another timeline into your own. Like, can you manipulate timelines? Like, I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. I just don't know
Yeah.
if they go that deep.
I don't think so.
I don't think they do.
But Trapman Man said I would be delighted by a dual stream of both threads at the same time. That's
Let's
crazy.
go.
Okay, but play both.
Can we be the
mean-
first one to pull it off?
I don't know how. It would be weird.
I mean, we can try to play at the
Um,
same time, Josh. That'd be funny.
That would be really funny.
Same
And switch
time.
between, yeah. But then you get
Yeah.
kind of spoiled, I guess, unless you're like literally
Not for like
late.
playing the exact same thing. And I'm like, don't leave this room until I leave this room.
Yeah.
You can't leave the seat until I
Oh,
finish
yeah.
looking and reading all the notes on the wall.
Yep.
Thanks.
See, I
There's
feel like I
something
need to
to
play it
that.
again because I was on such a rush last night. I was kind of skipping some stuff and like, I
Yeah,
gotta
you
redo
need
it.
to go back and read.
I
Did you
didn't- I
bid?
didn't pull-
Did you make a silent auction?
No, I
bid?
couldn't figure out.
No, I
I
didn't either.
was like, I gotta go
Oh.
because I remember she was like, "Ooh, I'll just do the silent auction," and I was like, "Oh, I don't know what that is," so I just left.
Kayla, are you going to talk
You didn't
about
even
the
look at
illusion
it?
of choice in this game tonight? Because that also led me to choose I could pick another thing to auction for, and then it only let me put my
Ooh.
money down
was
on one
fake.
thing, even though it's 3 options. So bring that up later because I'll talk about the auction.
I think we should definitely talk about that because yes. Heroic Hegier, welcome in, said who falls behind first? Good question.
Ooh,
Coal
this
Mines-
is-
Yeah, they want the stream, guys. They want this. Coal Mine said seeing Chloe come back to life versus seeing an ex who dumped you might have already partially moved on from. Easy choice was path to go down. That's a good point. Yeah. Like two differently weighted situations, but I don't know. Trevor Man said all this talk has me thinking of Dragon Ball Z with Trunks bouncing between the 2 timelines.
Yeah.
Very good.
Sort
pull.
of forgot about that.
I've done both playthroughs on Life is Strange 1 where you both romance and don't romance, and I've done Bay and Bay. So
Oh, okay.
Baby.
So next couple ones, which I feel like this one's gonna be important. chat is whether you supported Safi or rejected
Mm.
Safi.
Because that was the
Because
end
they
of the last game.
the very ending scene is basically, and it seems weird at the time, but I feel
Yeah.
like it makes a big difference in this game, whether or not you chose to support her or reject her, which is basically like she is going off into the ether with her powers. You can either say like you stand with her or you stand against her. So I chose to support her in this and that I would have her back. What did you guys choose?
Supporting also.
Mm-hmm.
I think at the time because I just really want the story, not because I think she's in the right. I just wanted that selfishly because I'm ready for someone to go and find other people with abilities and bring this universe full circle with all these characters. I'm like
Yeah.
ready for I've
The
talked about it, the
multiverse.
Marvel Cinematic
Yep.
Universe moment of all of them coming through the portals to save the day
Whatever.
and not snap away people from Thanos. That didn't make
I mean,
sense, but
Daniel
you
could
know
have
what I mean.
opened that thing on fire. He could just, use his little
Yeah.
powers. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
supported Safi because of that. Do I think she's a great
Uh,
character?
I even though I just played that game like a couple weeks ago, basically, I almost couldn't remember like which one I did because I watched both endings too. So then I was like, wait, which one did I pick? But I picked supporting, and so that's what I did now. So I feel like I'm gonna have to do a playthrough of all your opposites so that we can discuss.
Yeah, because so far it's because
Yeah.
the last one's Vin, which we all know. We all
Yeah,
said friends.
I'm
with
not
Vin
doing
and
that.
not
Forget
romanced him.
that. I'm not doing that one though.
That's so funny.
Vin.
Yeah.
I was like,
So
what?
that's
I'll pick Amanda. I'll do one where I pick that Chloe's dead, that I romance Amanda, and that I did not support Safi.
yeah. Okay. I'm wondering what happens if you choose romance all of them. Like I'm so curious. Like what if you're just
You're just
throwing it all
whatever,
out
yeah.
there, you know?
Maybe I
A
will.
people's lady,
Yeah.
you know?
A lady of the people.
Lady
Maybe
of
I'll try that.
But that kind of sets the groundwork, I think, for now we should just like let the gates loose. What do we think? I'm so curious. Like first
Let's
impressions.
hit play.
Yeah. I have a lot of thoughts. I don't want to start though. I feel like I've been talking too much. Somebody else talk. What did you think when you first started?
Besides the technical issues, like I mentioned, so that was like the first little warning because like and some things look a little weird. So then I'm thinking like oh no. And then I just found this while you were talking too. The journals, like doesn't, I don't know, something about the journal doesn't look right too. And I pulled up this, I found this on Reddit. Let me squish it down a little. I just found this. It's like a comparison like of all the journals. You can't see this on the screen. Let me just zoom it up. And you have like Life is Strange 1 and Life is Strange Before the Storm. And 2 is really cool because it's a sketchbook. And 3 is, pretty true colors, looks good. And then double exposure, maybe that's where it starts to go weird. It just looks like it's like a weird Canva. I don't know. It's like Canva kids made this game.
Josh historically hates Canva though, so
We
Something's
figured
weird.
that out because he's been using it on mobile.
And then I think this is the topic we all want to talk about. This might be jumping ahead a little bit, but no, we should save it. There's a certain character that is like real weird. It is like creepily weird, but maybe that's supposed to be like that. But
I don't know. I know what you're talking about. I know.
bro.
I don't know. Maybe you want to just jump ahead. You can save it.
Yeah. What is going on with the character who's supposed to be Safi?
That's it.
Dude.
When you're taking the picture
Whoa.
of them.
I was already,
Listen.
I don't know what was going on, but I was like, something, this
is
in the
weird.
game?
This game, I was like, watch this. I was like, it's like if Betty Hyperthrust Dixon got into this body. That's pretty much it. Like this. So we'll just sort of cut to it because I want
Yeah.
to talk about this moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jump ahead a little bit. We'll
jump
fast
ahead.
forward and then we'll rewind. See what I
Sure.
did
Yeah.
there?
Oh,
Rewind.
yeah. Ooh, I like
Yeah,
it.
you like that? There's a moment where Max is having to teach her class, which also I'm really excited to see Max like actually engaging with students like in a classroom, even though they're outside. But in like she's a photography professor, so it's really cool to see her in that element. So I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. But, like their assignment, basically she's like going take a picture of somebody and natural habitat, whatever. And they're like, oh, I'm scared. I don't know if I can do it. And Max is like, fine, let me show you how easy it is. There's a character like sitting and reading a book. Book readers, do we read books like this? And she's like, "Oh, you want to take a picture of me?" Um, and then you like
She's
start
like,
interact. It's very creep. The eyes really
Man.
freak me out, and there's a lot of this like as the character is talking. One just sort of strange dialogue, and then also like facial expression, real weird. It was like, and then it was like,
And kind of Southern sounding, but not like really.
where was that? I was like, are they just putting anyone's voice here? Because call me up, I'll do it for free. Come on over. I'll be your voice. You want to take a picture of me, Max? Come on over. Sit in my lap. Come on. That'd be me.
Yeah, the interaction was so
I'll
weird
do
too
it for
because
free.
the dialogue didn't really make sense either. And then Max, her reaction, it was weird.
It was
honestly,
so,
like a
it
even
was
the
fever
scary.
students
dream.
were like,
It
that
was like
was
horror.
intense.
Yeah.
And
And
then
why
it made
is this
me
happening
wonder.
so soon?
And
It
she
did
grabbed
make
the
me wonder,
cigarette and
like,
walked away.
it made me wonder,
Cigarette
like,
got me.
if it was intentional because it was like a skinwalker or something. It was like kind of creepy. Like, oh my gosh.
Like the
ooh.
eyes were like,
It seemed kind of off though. Like actually, like I was like, okay, this looks bad. Like actually
yeah.
bad. I don't know.
Well, there's a little bit of that too with like the new like dean or the new president of the
Yeah, yes, that's
school.
the first time I noticed it
And
was
the
when they were
mouth was
talking.
like, this is where I was like, is there, because like I got the new PlayStation update where Pisser, PSSR get like the update to where it's supposed to enhance a little bit, but I don't think there's any compatibility things with this game. I don't know. So I was like, let me turn that off because I just turned it off because like his mouth was like just so smooth and blurry. And I'm like, what's happening
No,
here?
his mouth didn't
Yeah.
match the dialogue.
It was
Yeah.
weird. Sorry,
Yeah.
I went off on a tangent, but
Here's the thing, and this is kind of like I hope that they get back to the level of like dark that we used to get from Life is Strange.
'Cause,
Give
like,
us some of those things in Life is Strange 1 and Life is Strange Before the Storm, like those really intense, like holy shit moments. Bring us back there. And I feel
Well,
like we
'cause
might be getting there.
to that
I don't
point,
know.
like the game starts off with like a fire. There's like a fire on the campus everywhere. And I'm like, I've never seen anywhere catch on fire like that, like in multiple places. And then like there's students like stuck in the gym and like they're like, help me, get me out.
It was
That was a
pretty
little
intense.
dark. That was a little dark.
And it was a little bit, but it was just sort of silly because like the cops are out there and they're like, no one's doing anything. And I'm like, this just
So-
seems like a weird setup to where it's not believable and I don't feel the stakes. Like I don't feel the fire situation serious at all. That just, I didn't set me up to be, I don't know. I don't like the setup of that being the thing she's trying to save.
Also, tell me why she literally sees Moses holding Chloe on the roof.
I was trying to pay attention. I was like, is that Chloe? Like,
I didn't
It's
even
her
notice
hair.
that.
I was
Who
trying to
else
stare.
is it?
I think it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, you're right. 'Cause I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
I was
I mean,
staring. I was
like,
like,
it's
wait.
so
And then around the
obvious.
I'm
time,
just
I was like,
thrown by the weirdness of it all. I think I didn't notice it.
Yeah, I was like, what is happening? I think there's something else. 'Cause I'm hopeful. We're still early enough that I'm hopeful because we do open with Chloe in this like alternate realm, right? Where in this alternate realm, she sees Max with the gun and she's like walking this path. Chloe is in the beginning of all these choices that Max made. Like you see the lighthouse, you see like the area where she was with Sophie, like you see like a gravestone. There's all these like big choices that have been made throughout the series, and she gets like yanked from that. And that's kind of like how you start. And she's having like nightmares. You find out that it's nightmares, but it seems like real. So I'm curious. I don't know. I think there's a place for this to have like a super dark, interesting turn that I hope that it stays. It almost is like our feedback about Resident Evil. Like I hope it gets a little bit more serious, which it has before. Like it has its normal like Life is Strange jank, but like with higher.
And almost like a little bit of a
don't know.
campiness to it, right? Like,
Yeah.
like Max's dialogue is always, I always enjoy the goofiness and like just the things that there's like a mural in the bar and it's like this character with like blue hair and she's like, oh, I love a blue-haired woman or something like that. And I was just like,
there
that's
is
so
some fun things too. Like, even though I kind of agree with you about the fire, like it's kind of a weird setup for this, but I do like
It's
how
weird. It's
I
goofy. Why?
I
I
do
don't
like how
care.
there's like all these little like weird coincidences or hints with fire. Like in the bar, you can find like a magic card that's like fire, and like people will say things like, "Oh," like Amanda says, like, "Oh, the town's just been such a tinderbox lately." Like all these like little fire references or things, like almost like a just like there's a weirdness, a strangeness, if you will.
There's
Oh,
something else going on, I think, because like I I
what
do.
if it's
Can
an
I just
illusion?
say?
Yeah, it
Oh.
almost feels like something's weird like that, like a something.
Can I just say that I love Moses? Moses is one of my favorite characters.
Best
I
character,
think
and
he's.
his face animation is okay. It's good.
Real, yeah. Like
I
the
think
whole
he's gotten. I don't remember enjoying him as much in the last game, but like I
same.
think he's a great balance to Max. And like I love the fact that we get a little bit, because I've always wondered too, like Max has this power. Like, why have we not tried to see how it works more? So I love that like you get this time with Moses. Like it does seem like, it's a very classic like game mechanics like tutorial almost. But I like how you get to see like all their notes. I spent a lot of time looking around in this section, like we're near back in like Moses's office. Um, Also, yeah, that new dean's a jackass. Like
Yeah, he's
Oh,
the
a,
way
oh
that
yeah.
he
a
treats
weirdo.
I'm like, oh my
he, the,
gosh.
he's so rude to Max, like about because basically, and I felt this as someone who doesn't have traditional education, like when he was like shitting on her for not having actual degree or like a real like I don't even think I guess she didn't technically graduate though, because he does say that.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't even have a degree and you're a professor. Like,
Might be
so
a teach. I was thinking it was like a teaching degree or teaching certificate, but yeah, either way.
yeah, something like that. But anyways, I and then I like the new character of what do you guys think about some of her students? Like we're definitely getting a lot of Loretta.
Loretta's featured heavily with the
Yeah.
podcast. You can listen to podcasts.
Yes. Did
Yeah,
you see that?
I listened a little bit of whatever um Moses was on.
I
And
found
I was
out
like,
that I
oh,
I
broke
didn't find that
my
one.
yeah. It's on the bench in the
talking
photography
about
lesson area.
science. Cuz I
Oh,
do like when
interesting.
you start the game, it's like I don't think I've ever seen that kind of um not disclaimer like, hey, pay attention to the world around you, look for things, find
Clues.
clues. And I'm like, that's cool. So
Oh, I
like
took a picture of that screen because already it
it's
seemed weird.
different.
Like the wording was weird. I was already like, game seems weird. You finish part of the game and then you just get this like a dialogue box and it
Yeah.
says the game is afoot. I was like, afoot? The game is afoot, and it says, is it
Like
the
it's
left
actually
foot or the right
starting.
foot?
Maybe
No.
it's
The
literally a
I know.
foot.
It said the game. Yeah, maybe it's
Look at
actually
everyone's
a foot.
foot.
Yeah. Is this a
Jake probably
feet?
already has.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The game is afoot. From here on, it's up to you to find enough evidence to pinpoint the source of the fire. Remember to look everywhere for clues. You're right. That was such a weird pop-up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was strange. And so I was like, okay, I probably will need to go back and listen to all these podcasts now and
Can I just say I
be a
found out via this that I maybe have permanently damaged my brain because I used to listen to podcasts, but I switched to audiobooks for the last few years. But I listened to them on
oh.
like 3 times speed. So sitting down in this game and like having to listen to like this fictional podcast at like 1 time speed, I was like, "Ooh."
But yeah, I had to do something else. Like I was just listening.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
So
no."
my attention span is shot, but I love like one of my favorite things about Life is Strange is those moments where you can just sit and take in the environment.
Did you sit on
And
the snail?
this
Yes, I
one
did.
does, yes.
Okay.
This
We
one
all
does.
snail sitters.
It's so snail trail mentioned.
Snail trail. Oh.
This one does that so well. I feel like the moments where you can sit because it's very engaging. Like did you guys
Like
sit
Max
on the
has
dock?
had like dialogue too every time you like sort of sit down,
Yes.
like additional thoughts. And I thought that was cool.
Yeah,
But-
it's rewarding a little bit. I'm so curious if it like comes into play. Did you guys sit on the boat dock
Oh, there's a
outside?
boat
Yep.
dock.
It's
I might have
giving
missed that
life.
one.
It's giving The Last of Us Part 2
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, there's a boat.
at the bar, Josh. When you go outside,
on the
at the bar,
balcony.
you go
thing,
all the way
the
down, and there's a
patio.
little boat dock.
I think I
Yeah,
missed that one.
yeah.
Second
Um,
playthrough.
You can sit, and then so yeah, I just think it's cool because you get her inner dialogue, and you get like some flashbacks. See, not full flashbacks, but like basically kind of what she's thinking. Dan Gusho said I need a strange counter. Um,
You know
yeah,
it's
I don't know.
strange.
I really like it. Yes.
Also strange. 2 more
Mhm.
to give you. The camera ability sucks in this game. I think I want more
Yeah.
from the camera aspect
I
in
didn't
a
really
game
notate
that's
that, but
central
I could see
to
it.
a character where photography is literally the soul of her power. Um and like, you know, Lost Records, Blue and Rage, even though it was a camcorder, I had so much fun like
Yeah.
documenting in that game. And to the point that that's sort of now like made me want more of that. And then, you know, you just hope that that camera feature is going to get great. You have one or two, you have one button to zoom in and the other one to take a picture. And then you have the other one to like do double exposure, but there's literally nothing else that you do with these pictures. And I
Which
don't know, like a game that's centered around photography and not have like a cool ass photo mechanic, just sort of
y-
what a
you can't
letdown.
even save the double exposure ones though.
You can't.
Oh,
Yeah, you can't.
so
That's only yeah. I'm like, you can't save any other pictures. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the camera as like the game cam, like the one viewing max. But I did take note. Look, I'm glad you mentioned it because I thought the exact same thing, and I also thought of Blue and Rage. Like it was weird to go from that to this. I know different people, but even like to your point, even Life is Strange 2, where he draws and that plays like a cool into it. It plays into it.
yeah,
And yeah, this is so basic. Come on.
the camera sucks.
Yeah.
Had
Yeah.
a better camera in Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon Go, Pokopia too.
Pokopia. Yeah,
Great camera.
camera in Pokopia. Phenomenal. Not bad.
We need to do
They
a
added
podcast
photo
about
mode
the
to
best
Resident Evil 9,
cameras.
by the way.
Yeah. Oh.
Noticed that today. Hopped
Wow.
in there. I was like, damn it. Sorry.
So you get you encounter the girl who's pretending to be
Which-
Sophie. Yes.
1 second, because
Yes.
when you brought Moses, I want to bring this up.
Oh yeah.
One thing is like I did like the reading on the whiteboard and like they're scientifically like they're
Mhm.
checking the weather on
Yeah.
certain days
Yeah.
and like doing all this stuff, but they have these rules and one of them obviously was like don't go through the picture, and she's just doing like whatever she wants. So she
Yeah.
obviously okay, that one I'll give you. She panicked, the thing's on fire. She watched him die. She goes through the picture. Okay. But then they're like, okay, well, now you're here. This is bad. You shouldn't have done that. And she's like, oh no, my powers, everyone always dies when I use my powers. This is going to mess everything up. He's like, you're right. What we need to do is you need to play today exactly like it happened. So you're not adding variables. And then she's going around. She's just like, I'm going to change how I taught this class. Oh, I'm going to.
Technically, you can choose to do that though. You could
It's like,
not.
but no,
do
because
that.
I don't know how she did the class to begin
I
with.
don't think you can choose not to, though.
Because when you interact
maybe
with
on
like
some, yeah.
Reggie,
And that was
it makes
the
you do
only-
it twice or like whatever. It's almost like a tutorial.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, she's lost the plot already.
I was gonna say a little bit of this first section definitely feels repetitive as far as like the freaking cabinet with like the rewind thing. I was like, I remember how to play rewind. Like I know how to do
Yeah.
it. So I was a little annoyed at first with like having to do all the tutorial stuff again. Like I wish there was a way you could tell it like I remember how to do rewind. Okay. I remember.
Oh yeah.
Because some of it was like, okay, yeah, like, but it is in the context of what they've been doing with her and Moses,
Yeah.
but still, I don't know. We talked a little about, do we even know the name of the person who Sophie is? Like, did they give us a fake name? She didn't even give us a fake name, right?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Just
Just
Then she
at first I
interrupts
didn't think it was
you,
her.
Like she jump scares you again later.
I was like, huh.
The fact that she shows up with her mom, that was scary.
It was weird.
But even
That
just
was
like
so weird.
the context of the conversation was just odd, just like because she just interrupts you talking to, even if she was a stranger, like she interrupts you talking and she's like, the way she even words it was weird. She's basically trying to say like, you took a picture of me, like please don't use that picture, but she words it in like such the weirdest way. Like it doesn't even make sense.
No, I feel like she's telling you, like, I hear my mom talking to you. Don't tell my mom about me.
Well, that's the subtext
Like-
kind of, right? Like that's because
Yeah.
the choice you have to make is like there's like a big choice there where you have to like
yes.
choose. But
Yes. So you get, well, first of all, what do you guys, I know we kind of talked about Loretta. It's like Loretta, Reggie, and I forget the other one's name.
Not Maisie, but it's like something like that.
But you guys, you have Loretta is running this podcast about Abraxas, and you find out that Reggie, one of her students, is now the new like head of Abraxas. Is Abraxas is it the front like a fraternity? Like what is the like customer facing like happening
I think it's just
like
like
of
a.
Abraxas?
I think it's just like a
It's supposed to be just like
snooty,
a
artsy
club.
like
Yeah.
fraternity,
Okay.
sorority like group. Not technically
see.
that,
But then it
just,
allegedly
you have
has
to-
like roots and like weird stuff, but
I guess obviously if you're part of this group, you're probably gonna get a good job and like get to know people, network or whatever. I feel like.
Okay.
I do think this Abraxas thing is a little weird, like now that you mention it, because first of all, yeah, the lady with the Abraxas conspiracy podcast is in the same class as the Abraxas president, but they're just like chill, like together. She does end up spying on him in that scene, but like for the most part, they're just like, whatever, we're classmates, which is weird. But then also Max is like, she acts so weird to Moses either. She's like, oh, I think I saw Abraxas stuff, but I don't know what it means. But it's like, you could like look at what it means, right? At the fire scene. And then like her bestie / possible romantic partner was literally the head of Abraxas, but she doesn't really go seek him out. She just kind of casually sees him. It's like, what is going on?
Yeah. It is. There are a lot of things that are a little interesting.
Even think about the conversation. There's been at least two. Nothing against a country sound in person, because I sound country.
The Texas guy too.
Listen, when Reggie's like getting nervous to talk about, when Max goes there and like helps him like feel not scared to like take a picture of this guy that he's also been like seeing at the gym, and he's like, I really want to talk to him, but I'm nervous, and she's like, don't sweat it, go talk to him. I did not expect this man. He's like in this little sweater, little pristine, just looks like a nerd over there, a sophisticated nerd. He talked like this. He's like, well, gosh darn it, thank you. He wasn't that country, but he was just like, he was so country. And I was like, wow, didn't expect that voice to come out of that character.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I didn't expect it to come out of
be in this game
Safi
so
or
bad
whatever,
with all the
too.
country speakers. Let me in this game.
Let Betty in, folks.
Honestly, you could do it. You could do it.
If
You
there's
could do
someone
it.
else that shows up with a Southern accent, I'm going to just quit playing and I'm going to request to be added to the game.
What
Put
if
it in
we
post,
play
put it
again?
in
make a
post.
mod and we could record some of your lines and we'll make a mod like mod you?
Yeah, let's make a mod. Let's make Jerica's
Oh.
mod.
Yeah, Jerica's
That's
mod. I'll write
good.
down. Like Gary's mod.
Every
Jerica's
character
mod.
except
Jerry's mod.
Max and Chloe will be voiced by me.
And then I'm Max and Josh is Chloe.
There you go. Oh, that'd be such a good game.
Wow.
I'd love to listen to that.
We'll just read
I
the
will
script.
say there are people, and I think even coal mines, like bothered by Max's voice acting. Honestly, it doesn't really bother me. Like, I don't
What
know.
about it? Is it? Because Audrey mentioned, my girlfriend mentioned that it sounded a little bit different too. And I'm like, well, she's definitely older, and then the character's older, so maybe I don't know. What is it?
I caught it at first, but I think it does even out a little. Sorry. It does have a little bit of the anime accent. Where she's
I was
like,
trying to find Chloe. If Patrick was here, he could do it really
guys,
Okay, I guess.
it's in her tone,
I've got to
but
stop
then it just-
Abraxas from the fire.
it
Like
comes
that kind of
across
thing.
A little
man.
forced.
I guess
Sounds a little
I'll put it
forced
that
sometimes.
way.
Yeah.
It just, to me, it seems very normal. Life is Strange.
I feel
in
like
my
that's
opinion.
been Max
agree.
the whole
Yeah,
time.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Coleman said she lacks
Ah.
inflection in spots where there should be, but adds it where there shouldn't
Well,
be.
maybe.
Okay. I could see
It's
that.
not all the time.
I
I
just
think
wonder
some
if
of the
they had
scenes are
to.
okay.
Back to it being a rushed. We all feel like I think we're aligned here. This game probably was rushed. I just wonder if like some of these lines were meant to be re-recorded at some point.
Yep.
You know,
It seems like
and
there's
they
a
had
lot
to-
of stuff like that where they had to just choose what was gonna not be circled
They've
back to.
never have had such a big Life is Strange live stream be there like event before for a game, have they? I don't think.
No.
No.
So it's interesting, like how
huge.
much they're like leaning on promoting this game, knowing
And not to get too
weird.
far into it, but they've had some problems with the publisher in the past, Square Enix. And so it makes me feel like maybe their budget got cut, layoffs. They've had layoffs
Yeah.
before too. They're one of the ones, was it True Colors? Yeah, when it won the award for like best writing or something, and no one could get the award because they were all laid off.
That sucks. Damn.
And
Do
the
you
game
think
just
that
came out.
Ugh.
to me, this like the way that this game was promoted and advertised felt like they were trying to get ahead of something, in my
Mm.
opinion. Like I feel
Yeah.
like they were trying to like I think that they were worried someone was gonna leak the Chloe. I mean, I know the game's called Reunion, but like they could have teased it a little bit longer that it was gonna be Max and Chloe's story. I don't know. Like there's something about it felt like they were trying to get ahead of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Coleman said she also sounds like she's chain smoked perpetually since
A little bit.
double exposure. Yeah. It is a little
I
raspy.
think overall, like, because I know
It's not too bad.
the two voice actors, they get, voice actors get a lot of flack anyway, like
Yeah.
just from like whatever. I think they both do a good. The Chloe one, honestly, like nails it. But I think the Max one's okay. Just sometimes it comes like a little forced, and a lot of that is direction, right? It's not always the voice actors. A lot of it's just direction, the material you're given, how it's directed. So
Yeah.
No shade at the country, the southern
No.
accents popping off in
Yeah.
the game, but dang, they're just maybe
think s-
struggling a little bit to get voice work done for this game. Maybe.
I think since we're all from the South, we're allowed to say if it's janky or not. We can rate. Ooh, write
that's
this down.
something. Yeah, write
Noah,
this
if you're
down.
listening,
Southern, because it was
Ranking
funny because
Southern
like I
accents.
literally did not. I just didn't expect the woman. Not saying anyone can be from the South. Like a lot of diverse people live here. It's just like I guess it's just sort of cool to see more characters with a Southern accent because you don't see it that often. But like
rate
the
the
character
twang.
that we think is that Sophie, I just did not expect that accent. And it's not like super country, not like the guy from Texas, basically, but I was just so shook by what I just did not expect that voice to come
Yeah.
out of that character's mouth. And I don't know, like I've watched anime before because like this isn't the reason for it, but it always throws me off when anime is getting dubbed and like if it's an accent that's more southern in Japan, like they use the most country twang voice actor to come in and voice this character in the anime. Like you'll be hearing like normal anime, but then this character comes out of nowhere saying, well, howdy darn tootin', I'm from the South, I came over here, but they're just from another area of Japan, so like it's lost in translation.
I know what you're talking about.
Basically like
Yep.
the dialects.
Yeah.
And that I'm like, I want to be that character so bad in an anime.
Yeah.
Sorry, I went off on a big
No, I know
tangent
exactly
there,
what you're
but
talking
like
about.
I love when a real southern accent shows up in an anime when I'm watching it. Like that's so
It's
funny.
usually like a Tokyo dialect versus an Osaka dialect.
Yeah,
And in
yeah,
America,
yeah.
they translate it to like a Southern American dialect, which is funny.
it's so funny to me.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Where
where are we at?
I think. Where were we? I
Where
think
were
that
we?
Oh yeah. Trapman Man clocked it
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you did,
yeah.
Josh, about
Yep.
the Osaka.
Yep.
One of the big choices because technically I think I don't know that the second big choice that we've gotten, I don't think Jerica's got. Jerica, did you just get to the bar? Have you talked in the bar with Chloe at all?
Well, I do remember a decision because it was so funny before we do that, like with the mom. Did we talk about the decision
Yeah,
with the
no,
mom?
we're about
That's
to
what
talk
she's
about it.
gonna
Yeah.
talk
Okay.
Yeah.
I've had that decision when it gets the dramatic pause, of course.
Yes.
What will you do? But I have not had to make a choice yet in the bar.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
think.
There's
I
one towards
think
the very end. Yeah.
It
with the
wasn't one of
security
those
guard.
dramatic. Nope, don't remember anything with the security guard.
That's okay. That's totally fine. I am disappointed. This is like a little thing that there's no like this action will have consequences.
It does.
Butterfly.
Oh, no, it does.
I haven't
There
seen
was
it.
it's like it says that it says that in the top left, and it has a butterfly that morphs into like a something, like a picture or
I
something.
haven't
Like
seen
it's
that.
like an animation. I saw, yeah, when the first one, I noticed it with the mom.
Interesting. I must have missed it. Maybe it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's more hidden. I don't know. But the
Josh, I
first
did
choice.
send you a video. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Just don't let
Oh,
me
no, it's okay.
forget. You don't have to pull it up now, but if I don't, I just remembered. I sent a video. Maybe we share that later. Not right now,
Okay.
but it is from the
Gotcha.
game and it was hilarious.
Ooh,
So
Oh,
interesting.
you recorded it. It's from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
Sent to you
okay.
on
A little
Discord.
Okay, I'll get it.
Basically you run into Yasmin and she no longer works with the school, but it seems like you've kept some sort of relationship since the last game. Again, it's been 9 months since the event of like the stuff with Safi where she left. Nobody has seen her since then. And Yasmin is like desperate, and she says like she senses that Safi's in danger, wants to know if she's okay. And then the weird girl who says that she's Safi comes in and like makes you like, she's very clear that she wants you to be quiet about it and not say anything. I did choose when I was talking to Safi, quote, to not like confront her. Did you guys like confront her right off the
Well, I
bat
was
or
just
no?
like, Safi? That's
Oh, I didn't do that. Yeah.
I did.
You did? Okay. What did she say?
She was like, she didn't answer it. She didn't
I did.
confirm or deny.
She doesn't
just
say
like,
anything. She just stares at you with that weird face.
and then turns around
Yeah.
real sensual like
Yep.
with her cigarette. I'll
Yep.
be out of here being a
Yep.
bad girl. I was like, wow. Very unique.
So weird. And then oh man, that was so weird. What an interaction.
Great.
So then you basically have to decide whether so the choices with Yasmin is admit to seeing her or say you don't know anything. What did you guys choose? This is a
I
big
don't know
deal.
anything. And then she called me a liar.
Yep.
Gosh.
I said I don't know anything, and she got mad. She got really mad. She
I said I saw her.
"Oh wow!" So when you say
Whoa,
you
okay.
don't know anything, because I was just gonna play it cool, because like I don't want any of them mad at me, because I'm still, to me, Max is
Just a
going
baby.
all over the place. She's making the wrong decisions. She's changing the timeline already, but Safi's a good lead, and so I was like trying to like let's not mess that up, right? So I'm gonna protect that
Yeah.
lead. I don't care about the mom. Probably isn't a lead. Maybe, who knows? Maybe she's mad. Maybe she doesn't.
I don't know. She was sus in the last game.
Yeah. So
Very.
I said protect Safi because I'm just thinking like, oh, and she's like, yeah, I haven't heard from her. And she looks at you and she's like, I've been teaching her a long time and I know all these art kind of people and I can always tell when an artist is lying.
Ooh.
And she kind of gets mad. She's like, you're gonna need me to stand up for you in the board. And I hope you remember that I'm the only person that vouches for you at this place.
It's like, sheesh, what a
I was like, whoa.
180 here.
See,
Damn.
I think that I might have made the right choice then.
Yeah,
because,
I think so.
because I got the vibe that she is on my side and that I want to keep her on my side. And I'm so like thrown off by the Safi thing that like I
She
just
looks
don't
like she's here to cause trouble, and I don't like her. Like she wasn't an evil character, but why does she feel like an evil character here?
She
'Cause I
kind of was set up to be the villain a little bit at the end of
don't-
that.
a little bit, but like
Depending on how you handle it.
Yeah. I think that because basically I said, yeah, I admitted to seeing her and she was like, what? You mean like right here, right now? Like you just saw her? Because I said, like, oh yeah, like I ran into her today, actually. She tells her, like, I ran into her
Whoa,
today.
so specific.
And then the mom is like, wait, she's here like right now? And she was like, no, like I just saw her. And like Max says it's very clear she doesn't want us to know that she's here. Like, so she says that. And so she kind of chills out, Yasmina. She says, okay,
Interesting.
well, I'm just happy to know that she's okay. Will
Okay.
you please
Yeah.
tell me if you see her again and tell her to contact me? So,
Yep.
and then you see
'Cause
like
to-
text messages in your phone later.
Does
Perfect.
Safi
like,
know
No.
that you told the mom? Okay.
No.
I should probably roll.
I just feel like she's everywhere, so I did not trust sharing that out loud.
That's fair. Yeah. That's true.
Based
She was
on that
literally
last
just right there.
face she gave me.
Because
Yeah, she's-
I had regret after she snapped back. And I was like, oh no, like that
Oh,
did
yeah.
seem wrong. But at the same time, like then I'm thinking like, well, I don't care about her job in this timeline or like whatever. Like I just want to like know what's going on with Safi and like figure out the fire,
Yeah.
like whatever. Like, you know.
Yeah. And then you basically go to the bar. You get to I like the bar a lot. Like I like the music in the bar.
It was good
I
in
like
the
the
last
vibe in the bar.
game too.
And then you find freaking stupid Lucas guy. I hate
Yeah.
Lucas. He sucks.
He's so boring to me. His character is
Ugh.
That
annoying.
podcast was like I had to listen to it. I was like, no.
And then you find
Blah.
out, like, basically the whole thing that's the current issue is that Caledon is expanding. Because from the Dean guy, you kind of learn that they're going more into like a science than like a liberal arts direction with the
MIT,
university.
Yeah. He's wanting to like
And
make a well-renowned tech and mathematics school, not really worried about the arts anymore. So
Which I think it's going to come back into play. I
Yeah.
think. I think there's something
It is kind of
here.
a fun dynamic there because like he really likes Moses because of that. Like Moses is actually talented, and but then he's like Max's bestie, but he doesn't like Max. So this is kind of funny, like the
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
dynamic.
is
wonder
interesting.
they're gonna pit them together against each
Because it
other. Or
almost
he
seems like
will, because
it seems like he's only keeping Max because he wants Moses. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. Because, yeah, there was some sort of like recruiting trying to happen. I forget what exactly it was. Was he trying to like
Is
get
to
him to
get an
apply
actual
for?
professorship because I think he's just some kind of a fellow or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because
Yeah,
he basically Moses also clocks that she's like back from the future, really like immediately, which I thought was
fast.
cool. Because it's always nice to have like someone else that's in on it. But basically,
Yep.
yeah, you find Lucas at the bar, and then you find out like part of the issue is that Caledon's expanding, and so you find out the like Abraxas address from that whole scenario. I had a little bit of an issue in the bar where like you're basically trying to trigger like listening to Amanda, and you have to like go backwards to like interrupt the guy who's gonna like
Yeah,
you
the
have to like
car.
stop the guy that's interrupting. I couldn't get like I had an issue trying to figure out how to get it to trigger for me to sit back down to listen to Amanda. I don't know.
Oh,
Something weird happened.
Well, I don't know if I accidentally skipped it. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Something weird might have
Yeah.
happened there for me too.
I
mine
I
feel
feel
was
like
like I
normal.
missed something.
the steps weren't super clear. Like basically you end up kicking the guy out, or at least I
Oh,
did.
she's getting up
And
there. You had to do her stand up skit,
yeah,
and
and
like
he
someone
like
heckles her and interrupts, and then it was seems also out of character for her to like run away to the bathroom. I feel like she would have like kicked that guy out herself,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. She's
whatever.
tough, but maybe she's feeling vulnerable.
Maybe
maybe
yeah.
so, yeah.
So you have
But
to like go
anyway,
back in time to convince that guy
yeah,
to leave.
and something weird happened for me. I don't know. It just that felt a little bit like it was still tutorial-y, I guess.
Yeah. Did
Like
you
I
get
was
to
having
hear
an issue.
her jokes or anything? Was
Just
that
the
not in
Yes.
like
the?
the last sentence or something.
That's all
You
I
just hear
heard. And I
like
was
the
like, I want to.
punchline.
It was some about a penguin's penis, and I really
Yeah,
wanted
a
to know the
duck.
joke.
It was a duck.
I was really bummed. I was like, did I skip the whole? Did
No,
they
you didn't
show the
skip it. It
whole
just no.
set here, and I
It
missed
just
it?
does that. Nope.
Damn.
No, it
I'll
just
never
doesn't. Yeah.
know the first part of that
The
joke
budget
now.
got cut. They probably had a whole stand-up routine, you know?
Damn.
Well,
I'm
and they
bummed.
also like when you rewind, they give you the option to skip the dialogue again, like which is nice. So you don't have to always listen to it again. But I wonder if that almost like happens sometimes. I don't know.
It
It's
made me
weird.
feel, especially in this scene, it made me feel like the rewind was a little bit cheap, like we are talking about the illusion of choice thing, because it
Yeah.
doesn't really feel like there's a decision or a choice. Um, it just feels like you almost wouldn't even need to control the rewind because, like you said, it just you can potentially, which I did some because I was trying to catch up. You can skip listening to the whole thing again, which just makes it feel like then it's just like an alternate choice or something. I don't
Just
know.
hit X to
Something's weird.
go back in time and get the info you need. Don't let me
Yeah.
see. Don't.
I
I
hope
don't
this
know.
I hope this gets a little more complex with the time rewinding.
I think it will. I'm hopeful because we like think about people who, which I guess Double Exposure didn't come out that long ago. I think it was 2023. But
But you didn't really do time in that anyway, really.
yeah, so I'm wondering if it's just been a while. It's been a while since like people have played it, presumably, so that they threw this in here in the early mechanics to make sure that you remembered how to do it. And maybe it's making you feel like lighthearted about it so that you'll be more frivolous with it later on and
Okay.
like
Yeah.
make some mistakes
point.
potentially. I don't know.
True. That would be
I
a nice
have
little setup to be like all loosey goosey with. I'm like, there really
I
hasn't felt
hope
like big
so.
ramifications from this, and it doesn't matter. It'd be
yeah.
fine.
I feel like this whole first like 2.5 hours has felt like an intro.
It
I'm
does feel like
hoping
it.
that when we pick back up and start again, like the part where I exactly stopped at feels like, okay, the game is starting now. Like I'm thinking like nothing major happens. It just kind of like feels that way, I guess. And I'm hopeful that maybe things will start to have more weight now that we have like additional levity of like the situation, I guess.
Yeah.
But what did you guys think? So you switched to Chloe for technically the second time. Cause like you have her in the very beginning and then you have her again. And she like breaks into the bar, which is really cool. Like
Yeah,
she's
it was
like
exciting. Like,
heckling
yes,
these
Chloe's
guys.
here. Chloe's in the same town now. Finally, this is great.
I
Yeah,
was very
I
excited,
freaking
but then
loved
I
it.
also was like, wait, like, why is she here? All of a sudden, you know, I
Probably
didn't know
because
how
of
the
Yeah.
setup
the
was going to be,
visions,
but
like, okay, like I
Yeah.
just saw so much of Max in a
I guess so.
situation. Let
Yeah.
me
Yeah. Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
go to her because she's not answering my text. So I
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
like literally, I guess that's the next step is showing up.
Do you want to
Because
know
right,
one thing I'm Oh, go ahead.
sorry, they were texting each other, right? And I don't think Max has responded to Chloe.
There was a
Exactly.
text, correct,
Yeah.
which coal
Okay.
mines wouldn't have seen, but yes.
Oh, I mean, I guess not.
I
Yeah.
do actually like the texts in this, by the way. They're pretty good in this.
I wish that we had old school Life is Strange where they let you respond or not. Do you guys remember that? Where you
Yeah,
used to
one
could
of them
Do we
did.
not?
respond,
I feel like we responded in the last game too. Like,
but you got to choose. Like you could like
okay,
there
like
was
There
you're
was. There was.
right.
There
Like you
was a whole
really
system
could. Yeah.
that got cut. Got cut.
you could like choose to or not to respond, and sometimes you could choose multiple options. But now it's kind of just doing it for you.
This too.
I
I
don't know.
just got reminded of by the B-roll. Like when the choice happens, it gives you this giant icon that pops up on the screen. That's like, oh, rewind it. I don't know. It just seems like I don't need to know that. Like I want to just figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Where it's like you have more information that you could rewind and get a different choice. Like
But
yeah,
maybe you get
yeah.
stuck. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're right. Like I'm hoping that changes though. I think it might. But so then you see like weird Sophie in Chloe's vision again, which is crazy. Like right, this happens at this point, right? Like you go
Yeah.
back, you have your own journal and phone with Chloe, which is cool. Like her journal is a little different. You get the drugstore makeup band reveal.
the
She's a
band.
band manager.
Yeah.
And then you go back into your like nightmare and you see this Safi character and you can tell that they know each other, which is wild. And
She
well, no, I
says
don't think she's not
seen
back in the
her-
dream. She just like sees her, I think.
She
Yeah.
says,
Are we in
like
that
I've,
horrible place again?
oh, we've met before in whatever. But I think it either does a flashback or something. I think it's just a flashback, but you do see it because you see it
Yeah.
again.
She's at the
Um,
lighthouse.
yep, yep.
And
And then Max
Yeah,
has the
you-
gun.
yeah. And it's all kind of conducive to that Chloe died. I'm gonna be
It
honest.
is cool, yeah.
But
right.
and I think that's technically where we end, because then you
Yep.
show back up in the bar and you're sitting there. And then yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait. But what do we think is gonna happen next? Do you guys have any like predictions?
I guess I'm eager to see it. I was hoping we'd get to it tonight. So this would be fun for the next episode, just seeing like what Max and Chloe are going to talk about and how's Max going to catch Chloe up to what is going on and maybe connect the dots for whatever Chloe is sharing in terms of these visions and dreams. Like, I just wonder how much, because like Max has a line that she says like while she's like in the park after the students are going off taking their pictures. She's like, "This is the first year like I've wanted to talk to Chloe." When usually around this time of the year is like an anniversary of, funny enough, anniversary of when they made the decision, Bay or Bay, and usually she avoids her on this day. She's not fun to
She
be
mentions
around,
that.
but she's like, this year I'm sort of missing her. So I just wonder, like, how much do they just come back together and like they haven't missed a beat, or is there some like resentment or conflict there that does Max not tell all to Chloe? I don't know.
I think
That's a
this is
really
so
good
interesting.
point.
I'm going to re-roll it because I think in the fans' minds, when you're, especially if you choose to romance Chloe in the first game, in the fans' minds, they always thought if they pick Chloe to survive, that it's like they're happily ever ending, and that's what they were so upset the last game, where it's like they broke up. Well, now they can't undo the breakup thing, so I feel like if you choose that, she stayed alive. If you choose her over the Bay, then you broke up in that timeline, and so you're gonna have to deal with all that, I guess. And so, yeah, I think in a way to get some of the conversations I feel like would be more interesting is if she had died after you
I don't
had.
know.
I
I'm
don't
sort
know.
of
I
eager
guess
to
we'll see.
see
I'm gonna
why
try
they've
it.
fallen apart and like how this thing that broke them apart.
Yeah,
Like initially they might have had the best time of their lives, like going on adventures and shit. And then yeah, like this event that happened at Arcadia Bay, this decision like just really the biggest part of their lives, like ended up messing up their lives, like and breaking them apart.
Yeah.
Regardless, if the happy ending didn't seem happy, so like the grief of what their choices were, like I'm eager to see that break them, how they got broken up, and then like how did they work through it again in another situation where it could happen again. I think that's
This is
exciting.
good. So yeah, I guess this can go into
Yeah.
Kayla's research
I'm-
on Choices Matter games. We'll do both, and then next time we'll talk about how this plays out with both choices.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And I am like, regardless of like, yes, we have the cheese. Yes, we have like the classic campiness, but there's something about
I agree.
seeing Chloe back on the screen, seeing Max and Chloe. Like
I
I
wonder
was
if
like,
they're gonna
oh
bang."
yeah. Oh,
Well, did you see the
think so.
accessibility settings?
No, I didn't pay attention. What
Maybe go
was
look at
it
them.
say?
There's a lot of options, a lot of accessibility options to avoid or censor certain things. So
This is exciting.
check the settings.
Well, bang, okay.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Commander Shepard.
All right,
You know
y'all.
those
This
videos?
is
Yeah.
Sorry.
oh.
Listen
She
to
doesn't
those
know. She's
videos.
not, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
before
we
we
didn't show
wrap
your
up,
video. Yeah.
there's something that
Wait, is there audio? Yeah, the audio should play, but you won't
yeah,
be
I don't
able to
know what
hear
it picked up. It could have been me like laughing. If I laugh goofily in my natural habitat, I apologize because I could have been like,
I don't know. So this is funny because like
Non-masking laugh.
we won't be able to hear it, but
It was
the
just
chat will
whatever
hear it.
whatever she said here was just like sort of out of left field for me. Was hilarious.
Okay, let's pull it up.
Focus on rebuilding.
It seemed like
I've
someone
been
that could
busting
get
my
baffled
ass
by
all week to pull this night off.
the crowd.
I hope it makes a difference.
Can y'all hear it, chat?
How are you doing? You seem a little...
Hey, lady, can I get a drink here or what?
I recorded a little bit.
This
a little bit too
lady
much. My bad.
will kick your dick in, so back off! Stressed.
I remember that being very like,
That
wow. Wow.
needs to be a GIF or a meme. I want to use that now when someone's like bothering me or has gotten under my last nerve here. I'm gonna send that clip.
That's
That's
so
so
It was
funny.
hilarious. I
funny.
just didn't expect. I was like, damn.
Yeah, and her facial expression was kind of funny too. Dan Good Show said, kick his dick in. That's so funny. That's a great
funny.
way to end the show, honestly.
There you
Wow.
go.
I'm excited. Chat, again, if you missed it, definitely join our Discord where you can talk about all the things with each other. And I am very excited to talk more Life is Strange.
It
with
is kind
my
of funny
friends
because we
next
talked a lot about the jankiness of it, but these games sometimes are just janky. We like these
Sometimes
games.
they're janky. But it was just weird.
So,
Yeah.
Oh.
It's good weird. But we're gonna go if we don't have anything else to share, we're gonna go raid Mad Exposure.
Excellent.
Who's playing Project Songbird, which seems
Mhm.
interesting. Oh, wait, that's Jericho. That's
Yeah.
what you talked about. You wanted to watch.
Yeah, I was
play,
interested
right?
in playing it. Yeah,
Mhm.
didn't get to it obviously.
You
So
can go give her a little sneaky peek.
let's go take a look. I want to see. I want to know more about that
Thanks,
game.
Dan.
Thank you, Dan, and thank you everybody for watching.
We'll see you
Bye-bye.
next time.
Kick his dick in.
Kick his dick in.
Yeah.